welcome to more Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts! Well, just yesterday I got back from a trip out of town, so I'm a little bit exhausted, but I am excited to be back playing some more Nuts and Bolts right here. Now, last episode we did unlock the Terrarium of Terror, and I forgot to pop up the achievement for that. So, of course, we did get an achievement for opening that, so there it is. But today, we're going to be doing Nutty Acres Act 6 right here, which is 5 Giga missions and 1 Jinjo mission, as well as doing the first act of Terrarium of Terror, which is kind of a short one, but let's go ahead and get to it. The first thing we're going to do is go and finally upgrade our CRUD mobile, because last episode we got so many new large jets and small jets and crazy amounts of stuff, so we're gonna make version 3 right here. Oh wait, I've already got version 3. We're gonna make version 4. This version is going to completely ditch propellers and engines. It doesn't look like much without all of that, but well, let's go get those jets. Honestly, it'd probably be easier to start from scratch, but oh well. I'm gonna drop down 3 large jets. I'm not gonna do all of them because it's just so much. You know what? Forget it. We'll do all of them. We'll put the 4th large one on the top like that, and then we'll put the 4 small ones on either side, just like that. Now, with large jets and all that crud, you need a lot of fuel, because that crud is going to drain fuel extremely fast. So I'm going to go ahead and put 4 large fuels on there. Actually, I'm going to put all my fuel. I think we're going to go ahead and finally make the CRUD mobile a little bit wider right here. Let me move this medium fuel up, and we can make more of a box-shaped looking dude. Okay, I've got a bunch of spoilers on top. I've got my seat right there, and I've got like all the fuel tanks on the sides in CRUD. I've got my Specco Spy up top in the middle, and now all I need to do to finish this guy off is to put all these springs on the bottom. But of course, now we've got a few more springs, so let me go get all of them out. I'm not going to use all of them. I think just like that's probably plenty. And now we are extremely fast. Hooray! Well, of course, let's go paint to brown, and now we've got our CRUD mobile version 4. Alright, let's go into Nutty Acres Act 6 and get started. Now, we're gonna have to make some more vehicles in here as well, you know, while we're doing all these missions and stuff, but I just want to do the CRUD mobile for now. We'll do the other ones once we get to those missions. And the very first mission is right in front of us as we get into here with bottles. Now, this one is going to be an air race, and, well, it's quite a long race, and because the large jets take so much fuel, even though we've got so many fuel tanks, there is still a possibility of us running out right here. We'll see how it goes. I mean, we've got 4 large, 4 medium, and 4 small, so maybe we'll be okay, but we're just gonna launch off right here. We'll get ahead of all the competition very quickly. Now, one thing to keep in mind is, even though Nutty Acres is so wide open, because we're gonna be going so fast now with all of these jets, you really got to be careful with your turns, because one little misstep can really send you way far up of your objective. So a lot of these times when I'm trying to aim towards a goal, I am going to be letting off the throttle. Otherwise, I'll just be going up into the middle of nowhere, and that's not good. Now, right up here, yeah, we want to turn left, so it's very, very easy to miss that one. We just want to go right over here, just like that. Now, we're not even anywhere close to done. As you can see on my the bottom left, my fuel tank is not going down yet. But there's still plenty of time for that to change. I think we might make it, though. With all these large fuels, I think it'll be enough. Oh, there it's starting to go. You can see how fast it is draining. We're getting pretty close to the end, so maybe we'll make it, but if we do run out of fuel, it'll revive or come back after a little while, so it's not a big deal. But no, I think we're going to make it. I think all of these large fuels was really, really enough. And yeah, we're going to make it no problem, because this is the end of it right here. So there you go, kabam! I really thought we were gonna run out there. I've never done that mission before without running out of fuel, so that's actually a first for me. But I've never just had this many fuel tanks before. I usually only have like 2 large fuel tanks at this point in the game. So next we're gonna go on top of the volcano. We've got our 1 Jinjo mission right here. And this one is Jinjo Hurling. For this one, we are going to use the ball kicker because, well, I just find it a little bit more consistent than using the boot vehicle. So we're just going to grab the Jinjo, put it in here. Now, we can't fly up very high at all before it, before it'll start going. So I want to fly up just a little bit and then kick. If we flew up any more than that, it would start counting. We wouldn't be able to use the boot. So all we wanted to do is get up just a little bit, hit it, and it'll drop down and pretty much get all the points we need on the way down. So now wherever it stops, we've already got the coin. And that's all for Jinjo missions in this stage. Let's go and talk to Trophy Thomas up here. This one we will have to build a new vehicle for, but it's going to be very simple. So what we have to do on this mission is once we start, we're going to have our vehicle, but we have no control over it other than steering. We can't use the throttle, we can't use any gadgets. And we have to roll down the mountain and go a certain distance. So I'm going to build a vehicle that's going to be pretty good at that. This one's going to be incredibly simple, so I'll show the whole process right here. We're just going to drop down a regular seat. Then we're going to go down to body. I'll grab heavy blocks and drop one heavy block on the front and one on the back. Then we'll go down to our wheels, or actually up to our wheels here. We'll grab some monster wheels, drop one on the front, drop one on the back, and we are done. Because all we can do with this vehicle is turn, I'm gonna call this one the Timmy Turner. All right, here we go. Now, there's a few things you could do with this mission. There's other vehicle types you can try out as well, and I'll point to those. But first, the hardest part of this mission, really the only hard part, is actually getting down this mountain without falling off. So we want to get down this narrow path. It's very easy to crash and bump and all that. Oh, kind of like that. Oh, we might still be good. Okay, we're still good. I did lose some speed, so this section right here is going to take quite a while, but it should still be fine. All we want to do is go around this way. Eventually, there will be a ramp down, and we can continue from there. And once we get to that point, we pretty much have got it. But there's some other vehicle types you could try. You could do just a seat with some standard wheels on the front and back. That can work, but I find it kind of tips over a little bit more often. One thing I tried was I tried making a vehicle that has wheels on all sides, so if I fell over I would keep going, but I found that didn't actually work all that well. So there's a lot of stuff you could try, but I find that in terms of just like ease of actually doing it and ease of building, this vehicle right here is kind of the happy sweet spot. Very easy to build, very easy to do the mission with. Once you get down to the riverbank, you can pretty much just go back and forth like this all the way down. Because there's like a slight slope downwards through this riverbank. So yeah, you'll never run out of speed doing this. So you can go as long as your heart desires. But we're done here, so I'm gonna go ahead and just fall off to the side and end the mission. Alrighty, that's it for the top of the volcano. Let me crawl back. Let me call back the CRUD mobile here. No, it's not crawling in my skin. Oh, would you not do that? But it's gonna get under my skin if it keeps doing that, CRUD. Alright, so we're gonna go down to the right here. We're gonna go back to that riverbank we were just in, because now we've got a race that takes place inside the riverbank. Oh man, here we go. This is one of the toughest ground races in the game. I am gonna try to do part of it flying and part of it grounded. This is one of those missions where it's actually so hard to control in the air that it might be worth kind of taking this mission back to basics and really just going with some engines and a ground vehicle, you know? Because going through all these tight areas is very difficult. Going around these banks, I'm actually going to put my wings away for this section and land on a cow. Come on, dude. Now, the bright side, this one is only 2 laps, but it is not the easiest one to get a trophy on, so I have to try to make up some time here. Let's go super speed. I'm going to try to get through this section right here really quickly. Oh, gosh. I am not doing so great right now. Okay, let's try to pick up some speed right here and try to get through this one super fast. And, okay. So we're just about done with our first lap. Let's put the wings away again here. And I still have more than half of the trophy time there, so we might be okay. Let me go back into the air, and let's try again. Yeah, it actually is very hard to control this. I'm letting off the throttle a lot. I'm really just kind of tapping it. As you can see, even though as much as I've practiced with this, I'm still making lots of mistakes. That's just how difficult it really is to control this. So that's why I'm saying if you're ever going to make a vehicle where you go back to basics, this would be the one to do it on. Especially if you want to use that one trick I showed off with the propellers kind of pointing downwards. Oh gosh, please get through this. No cows. Go away, cows. Okay, we're good. Oh boy. Oh boy. I really have to get through this last stretch very quick. That is not helping, dude. Okay. Go, 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 Banjo. Go, 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 my dude. Oh, crud. Oh, I got it. I thought I missed that checkpoint. That would have been it. Okay, we got that one. I am not going through this as fast as I did the first time. This really shouldn't take this long. I'm just doing it very, very poorly. It should probably take about a minute and a half or so. But I should still be able to get this one. Let's go through there, and we are done. Okay. Even with how badly I did, we still had time to spare. 3 Jiggies down already. Let's go do the last 2. One's going to be right in the middle here. It's with Humbawamba, and this one's going to be a Log's Choice mission. Not a particularly great Log's Choice vehicle either. We've got this giant trailer thing. We've got to carry all these nuts. Now, we actually only need 9 to finish this one, so we can drop 3 of the nuts and still be fine, but we do want to try our best not to drop them. Now, these enemies right here, sometimes they'll get inside your trailer, and they'll start to scatter your nuts everywhere. If that happens, that is bad. I'm just driving very carefully. If you drive on top of these hills and turn, your trailer's probably going to skid all over the place, so we have to go to that checkpoint first, get our nuts checked out, and then we have to make it up here. Come on. Okay, I want to try to get onto the flat road up here, because driving on hills with this trailer is not a good idea. There we go. It's pretty easy to control on the flat surfaces, but once you're on those slopes, it can get pretty crazy. So So I'm just hoping these guys aren't gonna... No! Why did I... Oh, no. He might scatter the nuts. He's trying, dude. He's really trying. We're almost there, but I'm running low on time right now, so I can't spare any time to drop these. I think we're gonna make it, though. And... we got it. Okay. So yeah, like I said, you can drop 3 of those nuts and still be fine. But if you drop any more than that, you're gonna have to stop, pick them back up, or something like that. So anyways, let's go off to the last mission in Nutty Acre 6 over here. This one is a water race, or a boat race. But our old Boaty McBoatface that we've been using, he needs a little bit of an upgrade, so let's go do that. I'm just gonna make a brand new vehicle, actually. And there we go. This is a very simple design. All we're doing is dropping down all the jets, dropping a couple large fuels in the middle, dropping some floaters on the side, and a seat in the back. This CRUD is going to go incredibly fast. Honestly, it's going to be like if you guys have ever played F-Zero. You know stuff goes really fast in that game. That's going to be basically how this vehicle is. So I'm going to paint it blue, and we're going to call this one the Blue Falcon, which is the name of Captain Falcon's vehicle from that. I'm just hoping that this is enough fuel. I might end up having to drop more fuel tanks on it, but we'll see. It's a pretty short mission. Now this one, it's going to be very fast. I honestly don't find it too hard to control though, which is great. So let's just go get right to it. Now you do got to be careful. If you crash into like random things like boxes or things like that, it can go into the... you can just fly off into space basically. So you want to try really hard not to crash into random CRUD. But as you can see, this CRUD goes extremely fast. Oh, yeah, kind of like that. You saw we just spazzed out by hitting a box. So you got to watch out for that. But it looks like this is maybe not going to be enough fuel. Well, we've only got one more checkpoint to go, so I think I'll just tough it out and let my fuel recharge if it needs to. But if you guys decide to do this, go ahead and toss on another large fuel, maybe even 2. And that way you won't have to skid to the end like that. There. I want to try one more time with some more large fuels and see how good of a time I can get. All right, here we go. Round 2. I just want to see how well I can do on this one. Hopefully not crashing into stuff. Now, there are some alterations you could make to this vehicle. You could add, like, all of our engines and all of our propellers and all that kind of crud. I actually tried that. Well, this is not going well. Maybe we're not going to get a very fast time. Oh, gosh, we're sinking down. But yeah, you can add all of that stuff, but I found it didn't really make my time any faster. It didn't make my vehicle handling any worse or anything like that, but it just didn't really add any benefits. So this time, we'll be able to go right to the end super fast. As you can see, we're just zipping right through this place. And there you go. We saved like 4 seconds. Not a big deal. Alrighty, that's it for that one. Let's get out of here and let's go to Terrarium of Terror, Act 1. Alright, I guess first let's go ahead and turn on all these jiggers. This should bring us up to 70, so let's see what kind of freebies we're going to get right here. And of course, let's go to open up Terrarium of Terror Act 4. I thought that was 3 for a second. And here's our freebies. We get more folding wings, some more folding propellers, and some more sails. A bunch of aerial type stuff. There you go. Well, let's head over to Uptown and finally do Terrarium of Terror. Of course, we're going to have the little TV intro thing. Act 1 is right over here. This one's pretty short. It's got just 2 Jiggies and 2 Jinjos. So let's go get to it. And this little TV intro right here is actually mixing things up once again. The first 3 game worlds had TV intros from the 1970s. And then Gigaseum had one from the 1980s. This one is mixing things up, going all the way back to the 60s, from 1965. I believe it's called Lost in Space, which kind of makes sense considering this is kind of like a sci-fi, weird, space-type area. It's kind of bizarre. There's going to be some theremin music and stuff like that. A very weird stage, very difficult to navigate, but we'll try to make it work here. Now, I'm not going to get all the notes today. We might accidentally run into a couple notes. We'll see, but next time we come to Terrarium of Terror is when I'm going to get all the notes. So I'll try to avoid notes if I can for now so we can get all 200 next time, but, well, we might accidentally get some today. But, yeah, we'll just go ahead and do the missions and then get back out of here, basically. What the crud? What's with the gold mask, dude? I guess he's supposed to be a robot or something. Well, there you go. There's the intro. And the thing I love about this place is right at the start, already is the first Jiggy mission. You do not have to go far for this one at all. And this Jiggy mission is a little bit strange. It's got some very crazy tactics you can do to beat it quickly. We've got a Log's Choice vehicle, the Log Sail Springer. I'm going to show you guys the intended method, of course, and then I'll show you the speedrun tactics, and then I'll show you something kind of in between, something that's easier to do but also still very fast. So what we have to do is take this vehicle, which is, gosh dang, some springs on the bottom, a bunch of sails right here, and we have to try to use this to get all the way to the top. Now take note, there are no engines or jets on this. The sails do work as an engine, basically. They will power you without any fuel. Not very well, as you can see, we're not actually going very fast, but they do work. Now up here we're going to have these little sections that are very slippery. Whenever we get to these, we're going to want to go onto the green little leaves here and try to jump along, because the slippery crud, not going to work so well. We don't have high grip wheels on this vehicle, so just like that. And now you can also jump a lot if you just want to go a little faster, because we just go faster in the air with the sails. So if you want to try to save some time, you could do that, but you just want to be careful not to fall off of this, because if you do, you're probably going to fail the mission, or at least not get the trophy in time. Really, if you do fall, I would recommend just starting over. So you might have saw a quick glimpse. We saw the checkpoint up there. We're not quite there yet. We've got quite a ways to go still, but we'll get there eventually. Just keep going up the spiral. Let's keep going up. This is not even Spiral Mountain, and we still got all these spirals. You could probably try to jump across there. I'm not going to do anything too crazy. We're going to keep things super basic for this first go at this, and we'll do fancy stuff next time. Not next episode. We'll do it today, but yeah. So right across here, you could go around the loop. Honestly, this is the one time I would do like a little skip, because going around the loop is actually harder than just jumping at it. So we're just going to jump like this. If you accidentally miss, just jump out of your car, attack over, and there you go. So we got the trophy. It's not really a hard mission, but it's kind of slow, kind of boring. So let's do something a little bit faster here. So let's go ahead and jump out of our car. And what we're going to do is go down to the bottom, grab one spring, and bring it up to our chair. We're going to do a chair spring and bounce all the way to the checkpoint. Now here's the tricky part. We have to put this in a very particular spot. I think we go like that. We go 6 clicks to the right, 2 up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down. And then we drop it. You have to make sure it's totally not moving. We drop it, and that'll put it in this exact spot right here. Now, once we get into this thing, we have to basically press right bumper to stand ourselves up, but we have to shoot while it's standing up, kind of like this. It's very difficult to get the exact right timing. As you can see, I messed up. Oh, we almost actually got it right there, but let's try again. Boom. And we're up there, dude. And there you go, we made it. If you do it just right, you will go directly into the checkpoint. That's pretty much what you have to do to get a top 10 leaderboard time. I think I actually am on the top 10 leaderboards, but as you can see, taking just a few seconds is a lot better than a minute and a half. Now let me show you guys something kind of in between. We're going to do the spring seat, but we're going to do it from a little bit of an easier spot where you don't have to do all that timing and stuff. So we're just going to drive our vehicle right over here, or you could just take the spring seat off and walk it over here. But we're going to go on to the edge of the lake right here. Let's just hop off. Let's go down, grab the spring, bring it up top, go like that, and then we're going to just drop it off. Oops, didn't mean to hop into it. We're going to pick it up here, and we're going to drop it kind of right on the edge of this little pool. Let's see if I can get it in just the right spot. We want it to be like right on that little edge, just a little bit forward, and right about there should work. So we're going to hop in. Let's spring and see if that spot worked. And it might have. Yes, it did. Okay, there you go. You just got to hop out, attack right over, and you made it. If you do that one fast, you can probably do it in like 20 seconds. As you can see, it took me 35, even taking the time to explain it. So it's still much faster than doing it the regular way. All right, let's go call up our CRUD-mobile, because I don't want to trolley over to the Jinjo missions here. Let's go see if we can track down these Jinjos. We've got one over to the left. He's a little bit higher up, so we'll try to see if we can find him. Oh, okay, this is not working so well. Oh my gosh, you stinking CRUD-mobile. I don't know if I should have made it wide like this. I probably should have made it kind of more narrow like I usually do, but oh well. Let's go and talk to this guy. This one's going to be a Jinjo Speed. We'll just do our spring seat strats, just holding down A and B, and that should pretty much complete the mission right away. There you go. For this Jinjo, we had to go all the way to the side, and he's right in the middle here. So I'm just going to drop my vehicle, let that go crash into oblivion, and here we've got a Jinjo combat. Pretty much same old tactics on this one. We're just going to go for the Nicolas Cage. Same as always. It just always works. I don't think we're going to have to change this vehicle for the entire game, really, because we can just stun him so easily, push him out, and there you go. We're done already. Okay, so let's go do the last Jiggy mission and wrap this one up. All right, for this next one, we have to go into a little side room. So let's go off into this section, and he should be right up top. Oop, right up here somewhere. Up here somewhere, Banjo! CRUD! Oh my gosh, I have so many regrets about making this wide thing. I'll probably make the version 5 of the CRUD-mobile and make it narrow again, take off a little bit of the stuff, but, well, let's go up top here, and we've got Klungo just chilling. Now, what we're going to have to do for this mission is we're going to have this little seed thing that's next to him, and we have to take it way over that way and bring it to a little checkpoint. But the thing is, it's going to dehydrate very quickly, so you can see there's these giant sprinklers kind of chilling about, and those will spray water, or you could use a liquid squirter to, well, I guess hydrate it. But if you're very, very fast, you can take it all the way to the checkpoint without it ever dehydrating, so that's what we're going to do here. Let's go make a vehicle that can make that work. In fact, we've got a vehicle that's pretty much it's like basically already there. We're just gonna replace the, well, engines and stuff with some jets, and this one will do just fine. Alrighty, I think something like this will work just fine. We've got the 3 large jets, we've got the 3 small jets, a bunch of fuel, the sticky ball on the side, a couple springs on the bottom, some wings on the front. Good to go. Actually, something's still broken. What is that? Oh, my chair's not attached. Yeah, you can't attach things to the backs of fuel of the jets actually. So let's put something down here to attach it to. I'll just put like a small fuel just to have something for us to stick onto there. Okay, this one, even though we've got the vehicle made for it, it still has a bit of a high execution to it. So this might take a couple tries. I think I've got this CRUD though. So let's just drive over. We got to stick it very quickly here. And we got it. All right, let's start going. So we have to swoop off to the left, go down through the little tunnel here, and then we want to go under this, go over. Oh no, I crashed. Oh, that sucks. Well, we still might be able to make it. Just like that. We have to go right through here, get the checkpoint super quickly, and I missed. Come on, get it in there. It's almost dead. And we got it. Okay. That was a close one, but I guess because we're so fast, it is a little bit lenient. You can make a couple of crashes like that and still make it. But you know what, guys? That's going to wrap things up for Terrarium of Terror Act 1. I guess we're going to go ahead and wrap things up here for today as well. I'm really not sure what we're going to do next time. We might do Act 2 of this place. We might go back and do some more Nutty Acres or some more log box. We'll see. But I'll see you guys then. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.